Oh, what's happening? What is going on? Cloward and Piven strategy. Okay. We're going to go over a few things. What's up? What's going down? Are y'all joining me on a Saturday? Thank you. What's happening? Who's in here? Identify yourself. Okay, let's do this. Yo, loving the lives. What up? Had a migraine this morning, dude. I'm a little angry and upset. Rough stuff right now, dog. What's up, Aaron? What's up, y'all? Okay, let's totally get into a Cloward and Piven. But first, let's take a look at our wonderful patriots who are defending our freedom. Not. Let's watch these idiots for a minute. I'm sorry, but let's just indulge in this and I'm just so happy we have these white liberals, fat, out of shape, running around, pissing off ICE and Border Patrol. I just love it. I'm so thankful for them. Right. Let's watch this for a minute. They're so stupid, dude. Yeah. What's up, Waylon? God, migraines suck, bro. Dude, I got in the ice bath this morning and I got out and I'm like, I get the ocular auras and doctors don't know where the hell it comes from. I have an idea where it comes from, but I've been getting them for a while and I got out of the ice bath and I'm like, oh man. I knew right then and there I wasn't going to run today, man. Let's watch these. Let's just relish in just I'm so happy these liberal patriots have our backs, you guys. It's nice to be sitting in our home and, fighting ICE from the computer. You know I'm being facetious, right? I'm joking. Yeah, they suck, bro. They give me a headache sometimes. Sometimes they don't. And I don't even know what triggers them, to be honest with you. But I have an idea of what it is. Let me share it real quick. So what I think they are, why I think they happen is, what's up, Ballistics Official? For me, personally, my dad just gets them randomly. They just happen randomly. I get them when I start exerting, because when I get into the ice bath, it's like stress, but a good stress. It gets super cold. You're breathing a little bit and you got to calm down, that first 30 seconds. And even exercising, it's only triggered when I exercise and start to breathe deep or stressed a little bit. Not daily stress, all the bull crap going on in the world or whatever, but it just happens, man. And I saw it this morning out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, man, that is not how I want to start my day, bro. Because later in the day, I get a headache. And I'm like, ah! Anyway, let's continue with the glorious saviors of our country who are fighting tyranny. The white liberal. Jack. Listen to him. Listen to him. Turn your volume up. Oh, come on. Let's see some action. So what do you guys think is going to happen tonight? Yeah, as soon as you notice it, you try not to notice it. Totally. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's not there. No. Go away. Not there. No, I refuse. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, you're like, dang it, I gave in. It wouldn't have happened if I didn't give in. Once again, let's thank the liberal white people for saving our country, for fighting federal law enforcement that's enforcing the law. See, here's my theory on this. Here's my theory. Like, I won't mute it, or I won't pause it. But my theory is this. And I don't know if anybody's really said that quite yet. Excuse me, my ocular aura is still affecting my speech. My theory is this. So when a guy pulls a gun on Border Patrol or DHS or whoever, they get shot, right? They're dead. The protesters and the people for pro-immigration, which we're going to get into that in a minute, the deets of it, and why it's happening. I believe that the Democrat communists in Minneapolis and every other demonic blue state is, and if you came here thinking I'm a Democrat or whatever, you can just bail now because I ain't no Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm neither. What I am is an American, and I will tell you this, I have to obey the law. That means you need to obey the law too if you don't want the law to break you. So what happened over the last, here, let me get into my point real quick. Sorry. So the guy gets shot and killed. They're not so, look at instant decrease in viewers. They're like, he's not a Democrat. What do you mean? So they're not sad the guy's dead. They don't care about the guy. What skin in the game did they have with that guy? This was a dude who went there armed, who on social media said he wanted to kill the police. And so he went there with a nice Sig Sauer. It had a nice optic on it. It was an aim point optic. And it was a full-size Sig, shot 9mm. He had a magwell expander on it. He had everything. It was a nice gun. And what happens is when you go protest ICE and you pull your gun when you're on the ground, bro, they're going to shoot you dead. They're going to kill you because his wife's boyfriend's son will miss him. Oh, God. So they're not upset that the guy's dead. They're upset that he didn't take any of them with him. That's why they're upset. They want to see these guys dead. Even the mayor and the governor of the mayor of Minneapolis and the governor of the state, they're antagonizing people against the federal officials. So what happens when you do that? Bro, why aren't these guys getting arrested? Just because they hold political office means that they can get away with anything they want? Okay. Now, let's watch this for a minute, and we're going to get into the Cloward and Piven strategy, which is right here. We're going to read about it. Oh, listen to this. Watch this absolute genius. Watch this. Well, this is earlier. I'm not gonna show you guys. Oh, come on. Let's leave some good comments. Good comments. What's up, Kimbo? Hi, honey. I know you're in here somewhere. Yeah, Waylon, you're always good to have, brother. Tonight is going to be real rough. Bring it on. Thank God we have the liberals. Thank God they're out there protesting for us, guys. They're so brave. I'm so stoked. I love liberals, man. Thank you for defending our freedom. See, I like these guys. No matter what anybody says, I don't care. These guys, I know what it's like to be kitted up and running around. These guys like their job. And you know what? Like them or hate them, they're just they're enforcing the law is all they're doing. And people hate that the law is being enforced. Remember, Joe Biden let all these people in. Were they complaining while he was letting them all in? No. Listen to these guys. Listen. Turn your volume up. Nah, Tommies, we're going to get over the Cloward and Piven stuff, so hang around for that. You're going to want to see it. Yeah, they're screaming and yelling and cussing at him. So what happened earlier is they were serving a warrant to go get this guy, criminal. He was a criminal. So, of course, ICE shows up and then the protesters show up. It just blows my mind how they're always there, right? Look at it. Look at these guys. Oh, they're just model citizens. Every one of these guys, model citizen. Look at the screaming and yelling. Nothing's going to get done. They're not doing anything. What's up? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Giasira. So here, let's do this. I'm going to get into this so you guys can partly understand about what's going on. Legal Latino here, 1,000%. Look at, see what I'm saying? These are the guys, these are the people who stand in line, fill out the paperwork, and do everything right to get in the country. I love people like this. You know why? Because they come here and they adapt to our society, our culture. They got Second Amendment rights, all these rights, and they love it. They left a country to become a citizen in a country that's actually free, right? So civil defense bunker, amen, brother. Absolutely, I love it. Thank you. Nothing worse than a white liberal with a savior complex. Go home, lefties. They're not going to go home. So I don't know if they're trying to start a civil war or what with Trump in office. I don't know. These liberals are not leering anything from what happened. The Quality Learning Center. Okay, so pay attention. This is important. I want you guys to really listen to this. Okay, this is called the Cloward and Piven strategy. The Cloward-Piven strategy is a 1966 political theory proposing that overloading the United States welfare system with massive, coordinated applicant enrollment would cause a bureaucratic crisis. It already has. Developed by sociologists Richard Cloward and Francis Fox Piven, this strategy aimed to force the government to replace existing welfare with a guaranteed annual income, reducing poverty. But we all know that reducing poverty is not how you do it. Socialism, what they don't tell you is that socialism, this is always said, every time socialism is brought up, you run out of other people's money. Though it might work for a little while, they take your guns. Socialists always take your guns, right, honey? They take your freedoms, and then they own you. They own you. The state actually owns you. That's why we resisted here. But these people fighting against ICE, they're for Cloward and Piven, but not even knowing it. They've just been conditioned with all of these individual things that we're going to read in a minute. They've just been conditioned with this over time. Just, it's like those ray beams from Mars Attacks. They've just been brainwashed, downloading all the information. Comedy, bro. Comedy hour. God, I have a headache. Socialism always fails, and socialism leads to communism. Thank you. And my woman can tell you the same thing because she was living in Soviet Russia. All right. Mass enrollment, encouraging all eligible individuals to immediately apply for welfare benefits, creating an unsustainable burden on local, state, and federal administrative resources. Look, listen to that. Creating an unsustainable burden on local, state, and federal administrative resources. So socialism sucking the resources out, right? To where you're so broke, the government has to come in as the savior and save everybody. Cram sandwich, wow. What was going on? Refresh our memories. Tell us what was going on in Hungary in 1978. Okay. So that's mass enrollment. They want more people on poverty. All these people in the streets right here, all these idiots. Look, this guy, all these people, the protesters, they're all the same mentally. I call them the Borg. Remember the Borg from Star Trek? They're all just, and when they see somebody, they lock onto that person, and then that message from the guy who locked onto the person, that message is sent to all the other Borg droids. And so they all go, and they follow. That's all they do, bro. Okay. System overload. What do you think they're doing? Why is Trump trying to get so many people off of the welfare system? Here's why. Whether you like him or hate him, it doesn't matter. You got to put your emotions aside. If you're a liberal in here, put your emotions aside for a minute. I'm going to get to you, please. If you're a liberal, stay. We're trying to educate everybody. Look, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Everybody, please say that in the comments. You guys know me. I don't take sides. I'm freedom-minded. I want everybody to have a First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, so on. I want financial freedom. System overload. The goal is to overwhelm the bureaucracy, leading to systemic collapse. Why is Trump getting most people off of this system? Because he knows what Cloward and Piven's strategy is. Most liberals don't know what this is. Most liberals who claim to be patriots would agree with me that this is not a good idea. Unless you want socialism, then you're just a communist to me, and you're useless. Because when you want communism, now I've got a problem. Socialists, we don't have quite the problem yet, but when you cross that line, we got a problem. Although I don't like socialists. I'm not socialism's dirty. Political shift. Proponents argued that creating a crisis would force policymakers to implement radical change, specifically guaranteed minimum income to replace the welfare system. What was Joe Biden talking about? And all these communist leaders and, House members in DC? Universal basic income, UBI. Universal basic income. Resistance is futile. Yeah, totally, dude. Examples in action. The strategy was tied to the 1960s welfare rights movement, particularly in efforts by the National Welfare Rights Organization, NWRO. This is an acronym for everything. To increase beneficiary enrollment. Margaret Sanger was a racist. Margaret Sanger, we can get into her too. I'll get into all of it. I'm not afraid. Ban me, dude. Whatever. I'm just going to tell you guys the truth. I've learned this stuff over the years. Did you see the report where these crazy women bit off a finger of an HSI officer? No, I didn't. Why am I not surprised? Margaret Sanger was a racist. She hated the black man. We love the black man. We love everybody. Chinese, Mexican, who cares? We're all brothers in Jesus. 16 likes, come on, man. 42 people. What's up? Come on, you come here, at least like me, dude. Come on, bro. I'm fighting for you, dude. You think I get paid to do this? And if you want to support the channel, hook me up with $5. Where do I think it's going? Here, I'll get to that question in a minute. Margaret Sanger was against black people. She thought that they were animals. We'll look her up in a minute. And in fact, you know what? They're probably not even going to give you the... Here, let's see what they give you. Margaret Sanger. What? Look at her. Look at that. American activist. American jackass. Look, you see this racist thing? Look at this racist. Okay, look, Time Magazine. Margaret Sanger, Race and Eugenics, A Complicated History. Look, all this stuff is going to tell you that she was good. Yeah, she was there for birth control, limit the population. And eugenics, which was a big deal back then, they tried to get people to volunteer to get, what is it called when you, sterilization. Here, come here, we'll sterilize you. You don't need kids, especially the black community. She was going after our beloved black community and trying to limit the amount of children that the black people had. Now, if that's not racist, I don't know what is. And she was white. And why aren't they whining and crying and complaining about Margaret Sanger, bro? She thought that blacks were worse than rabid dogs and that they didn't deserve to procreate. She said that about our beloved black community. If you want to do some research on Margaret Sanger, do it. You know who Margaret Sanger's... So Hillary Clinton looked up to Margaret Sanger. 100%. Do your research on that. I can't just make it up. What's up, Spencer? You can't make that up. 41 people, 23 likes. What's up? Okay, so let's get back to this. They're not going to give you the truth on any of that stuff. Google is run by, you have to dig real deep. Okay. So, purpose and origin. I purchased Nugenics Total in 2022 and it's sterile. What do you mean it sterilized you? Are you serious or what? Cloward and Piven. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. Cloward and Piven. Look at the top of the screen. Cloward and Piven. If you don't believe me, you can go look this up yourself. Purpose and origin. The strategy aimed to end poverty by creating a crisis that would force government action. Right. Going on. Ongoing. Context. It was published in The Nation in 1966, titled The Weight of the Poor. These were communists. A strategy to end poverty. It's never a strategy to end poverty. It's a strategy for government control over everyone. You got to read between the lines. As a response to perceived failures in the welfare system to support the poor, particularly African Americans. See, the thing about America is you have an opportunity. McDonald's was never a career decision. McDonald's and jobs like that were created so that you could go work. You could build on this job that wasn't the best job, but that's fine. It's almost like a duty to start working in a place that, you're learning responsibilities. And from there, you could work your way up the chain and become whatever you want to be in our country. It's up to everybody. Manifest destiny, right? So you can come here, do your thing, like Civil Defense Bunker. He built up from the bottom, and now he's probably successful. Yeah, they breed like rabbits. Totally, bro. So do the Islamists. That's another problem. So now we got our own people turning on us, right? Liberals, they turn on us, and now we're going to have to deal with the Islamists. So where are they leaving the American patriot like you and me? Yep, learn some life skills. Okay, here we go. So to support the poor, okay, Cloward and Piven never really believed in the system of America, which you start from the bottom and you work your way up. You can be a Wall Street banker. You could be, the owner of a business and do whatever. And, whatever your heart desires, whether you want to be rich, you want to be poor, you could do whatever you wanted. Just try not to strain society. Obviously, there's a system out there that helps the unfortunate, and I believe in that. We got to help these people because they can't help themselves. It's Christ-like, right? These people don't have Christ in their hearts whatsoever. So they felt obligated to help the poor, but they weren't really trying to help the poor. It's all about government control in the system. Have you seen the videos of the people buying up all the toilet paper and water in Costco's due to the snow alert? Yeah, I saw them fighting over it. Bro, how about stop eating so much food and you won't have to wipe your butt so much? For God's sake. All right, destabilization fears. These are criticisms and interpretations. Critics, particularly from conservative perspectives, have interpreted the strategy as attempt to destroy capitalism, I agree with that, and the American economy by intentionally forcing a fiscal crisis. What are we in right now, dude? We're in one. We're almost $40 trillion in debt. Silver going up, gold going up to record highs, dude. Gold's at like $5,000. It didn't break 5,000, but it's right there. It's going to go 5,000 tomorrow evening. At 3:30, the exchange opens, and it'll start in the green. Watch. So will silver. Revolutionary intent. Some interpret the theory as a Marxist or socialist effort to bring down established systems, though the original authors framed it as a tactical move to force policy change. The strategy was viewed as a method to generate enough social disorder, like what you're seeing, disorder, to force a structural reorganization of the American economic system, socialism/communism. See, what are they saying? Right? What are they saying? Yeah, it's easy to yell at the cops. It's easy to yell at the cops, but when they get in your face, you're not really yelling too much, are you? See, these are the keyboard warrior people. Yeah, 3 bubbles ready to burst for sure, bro. Yeah, why can't cultures move back to all their countries? I don't know. Good question, dude. You know, that's an important topic, dude. And I don't think we really ask ourselves this question that much. Why is it wrong to be white American? Why is it wrong to be black African? Why is it wrong to be, Chinese? Why is it always white people? Oh, it's the white people taking over. Yeah, punk. We built the bridges. We did everything. We built the military. It's reality in this country. I'm sorry it was white, but whatever. Everybody contributed. The bankers were white. Okay, so what? The business owners were white. Okay, so what? The building, all these buildings, everything you see, it just happened to be that men of power in this country were white. So what? In Africa, parts of Africa, the men were black. Who cares? But I bet you those African countries, they have a culture and they don't want it to turn white, which I support. Don't turn it white. Keep your culture the way it is. Now, I'm not going to apologize for being white, bud. Dude, whatever. We're all people. We're all brothers. What's your problem? Chill out, man. Go surf and smoke some weed. But I do see this. You see this? Those are some serious wheels, bro. That is armor. And I'm not sure I'm too comfortable with the cops having armor like that. It's, what are you presenting? Overwhelming force is what they're presenting. I get it, but we're not criminals. Look at that thing. You should see the one in front of it. You weren't joking? Nugenics. What was in Nugenics that made you sterile? Look at that truck, dude. I'm sorry, but I I love law enforcement, but I don't support that. That truck is way too gnarly, bro. It's got all this crazy technology on it too, man. It's like crowd control, gnarly stuff. I don't know what that means, bro. Speak English. I don't know what that means, dude. I'm not going to read that on my channel. Who is this guy? Let's see. Well, I'm just going to name you Jazira. Look, why they want it is simple. Oh, that aura kicked my butt. Look, they want socialism. They're too stupid to understand what socialism is. They have an IQ of like 50. They don't get or understand anything. Nothing. So, you know, what do you expect from dumb people? Stupid people? This is what you get. They're like, yes, we should have health care for everybody and all this other stuff. Yeah, I believe people should be taken care of. But at what cost? You know, we all have a responsibility for ourselves in this country. And you know what? I got to live with the decisions that I make. And all of you are the same. You have to live with the decisions you make. So, you know, what's the problem? See, it's ownership and personal responsibility that a lot of these people don't have. They just don't have it. And by the way, if you want to support the channel and give me a couple bucks, you can. Ownership is a big deal. Okay, when you actually own something and you say, you know what, that's my fault, I did that, it's my responsibility, I messed up this marriage, I ate too much of this, I did whatever it is. When you own it, then you own it and you're taking personal responsibility and you're holding yourself accountable. It's important that you hold yourself accountable. You know what? Most other people in your life aren't going to hold you accountable. They're not. So don't ask anybody. You just say, hey, I own this and it's my fault. And, you know, I've had to do that a lot in my life, man, because I've made some big mistakes. And I've had to say sorry to people. I've had to admit that I was wrong. So ownership is what these people don't have. You know, they just don't even think about it. Planned and paid agitators. You know what? Maybe they are, dude. You know why, bro? Because, dude, they show up wherever ICE is. How do they have the intel as to where ICE is going to come from and where they're going? Yeah, work harder, work smarter. Exactly, dude. And own your stuff, man. If you're a punk, own it. If you're doing too much of something, own it. What's the problem? Yeah, there's a lot of ICE agents too, man. There's a lot of reinforcements that came in. Now, I want to see the nighttime stuff. Where's the nighttime stuff? Let's search for that. Let's do that. Let's go to... this is Christy now. Yeah, we all know what she's going to say. Yeah, they just come out, dude. How the hell do they know where ICE is going to be? Minneapolis is so big. I mean, do these guys just have agents everywhere? And no, what are they accomplishing at the end of the day? ICE is going to do what they're going to do anyway. And it'll be a matter of time. Like if things escalate and cops start getting shot, they're going to shut down entire neighborhoods and entire sections of cities so they can go do their job. And you're making it worse for us. These liberals are making it worse for everybody, dude. Maybe they get it, maybe they don't. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Wait a sec, I'll be right back. All right, sorry guys. Could very well be, dude. You take down the United States of America and you could have just that. Unmute this thing. They're just blasting them.
Fucking idiot.
Why is he the idiot?
Look at that. He's doing nothing.
Look, see, agitators. You're nothing. And why do people always film it? People got to film this stupid stuff on their phones. Everybody's doing this. It's so dumb. Like, just get out of the way, dude. They're doing a job. Who cares about Don Lemon, dude? Seriously, who cares about Don Lemon? Who cares about Don Lemon? He's an agitator. Homosexual, filthy agitator. Who said he was a Christian to the pastor when they invaded that church and interrupted the service, which I would be livid pissed. I'd be livid pissed. I mean, you'd be on the ground. I will not tolerate that, dude. I will not tolerate it. Yeah, well, Don Lemon, he was like, yeah, I'm a Christian to the pastor. And the pastor was like, huh? I don't think so, dude. You're not following the ways of Jesus Christ then. We were talking about earlier on the live, the Beatitudes, and there are certain ways that Christ commands you to live if you want to get to heaven. And Don, yeah, part aside from right, yeah, that must hurt, bro. Isn't that like assault? What men do to each other? I'm not going to say it on air, but isn't that assault? Isn't that like rape? I mean, men are predators with other men. That's predators. Don Lemon, he's disgusting. Filthy. His breath must smell really good. gay. Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, he worships Jesus. Yeah, let's see what this guy do. Yeah, now I'm gonna film him. Does it make any sense, these people, dude? All right.
Was that things are peaceful. And that's what they're going to be focusing on for the rest of the night, is maintaining peace, maintaining law and order, not trumping
ICU nurse.
First Amendment rights. But at the same time, if an unlawful assembly is called for, they made it clear, if that is called for, you have to leave. You have to obey the law. They said there was an instance earlier today.
Look, they're going to antagonize more is what they're going to do. Look, all this right here, they're playing off emotions. None of these people care that this guy got killed. They're just upset that he didn't take ICE agents with him. They would have been celebrating in the streets if ICE agents would have been murdered. What do you guys think about that? Leave it in the comments. What do you think about it? Let's start a discussion. We're going to be here a while.
We had to break away from them in progress because Secretary Noem was stepping up to the mic. We had not heard from Noem at all, so we prioritized her. Let's play that event back out.
Look, they're just going to agitate everybody at this little whatever.
I'm going to rewind. I'm going to bring you back.
And I bet you $100, bro,
Mineapolis,
that any of these people don't have $1,000 in the bank. None of them. See, and that's a problem for us. If these people had plenty of money, they're disenfranchised. I'm not defending these people. I think they're stupid. Like these people here, dude. They're stupid as heck. You know, but they've been disenfranchised and politicized. Look at this. See, look at this. Look at that. That's communist, bro. Look at this. You see that? You see this? You guys see this? I want you to see this. This is a communist symbol. Yeah, peaceful protest. What do you need a gun for? Exactly. 2 doggies. Amen. Excellent comment. It's a trap. Remember the guy on Star Trek? It's a trap. Oh, listen, let's listen to these geniuses. Here we go. Okay, here's the Dog and Pony Show. Check these people out.
I'm joined today by Senator Smith, as well as
Communist
Representatives
Smith.
McCollum.
I'm a communist.
And joining us in a statement are Representatives Craig and Omar. The message is really
Here we go. Here's the communists. Look.
We need ICE out of Minnesota.
See, Cloward and Piven.
They are not making us more safe, as the tragic tragic killing this morning, as people saw it viscerally on that video, shows us they are making us less safe. With 3,000 agents, which of course includes border control, outnumbering the sworn police officers in Minneapolis and St. Paul by 3-1, and even larger than the 10 metropolitan police departments.
Oh, she's genius.
Is completely out of whack, completely out of balance, and now 3 people have been shot, 2 resulting in death.
The government loves you, bro. What do you
Renee
mean?
Good, mother of 3, and now Alex Preddy, a 37-year-old Minneapolis man, a citizen.
What did he bring a gun for? Why'd he pull it?
Both have families.
See, look,
that love.
again, to my liberal friends watching this, if there are any liberals, listen to what she's saying. And then, go read the Cloward and Piven strategy. Everything makes sense when you read Cloward and Piven. Everything makes sense. Listen to what she says. They're not feeling bad. Well, they're not upset that the guy lost his life. They're upset because he didn't take any ICE agents with him. She will not talk about an officer getting shot. She won't. If he got shot, then you know what? She wins, they lose. This is not an American patriot. This is a traitor you're looking at. Everyone on the screen, those people are your enemy. If they can prove us wrong, come out and prove us wrong. You think you're being noble. You think you know what you're doing. All the people in the background, except for, the dude to the left, that guy's a traitor. And this thing, whatever this politician is, she's a senator. She's a slave for us. You work for me. You work for me. So look, she's dividing people. Listen to her. Read between the lines.
Love them very much. This city has been.
They won't talk about he brought a gun and pulled it on the agents. They won't talk about that.
The mayor and the police chief are doing their job for this city. It's not just the cities. It's not just Minneapolis and St. Paul, as you'll hear from the members of Congress. It is the suburbs where kids have been lured in and abducted. It is small towns all across our state, rural areas. This has gone way beyond some stated purpose of the fraud investigation or apprehending violent offenders. That's not what this is about anymore when you have 3,000 agents, overwhelming sworn police officers. I took part in that peaceful and powerful march yesterday. All those peaceful people.
And you're kind, perfect, you're kind.
This morning,
so we know what she is.
Horror. As members of Congress, we are calling on this administration to get ICE out of our towns, off of our streets.
What is she guilty of? You know what I want to know? I want to know, what is she guilty of? What crimes has she committed in her life? See, she's perfect. And this guy to the far left, that Jack, he's perfect too, right? He's never done anything wrong. He's innocent. Look at him. He wants what's best for you.
Than the FBI.
His idea of what's best for you. Alex Preddy. Yeah, you know what, punk? You shouldn't have brought in a gun to a gunfight. You got shot. And that's what happens to these people. You bring a gun to an ICE protest, you pull it, thinking you're defending yourself. You just, bro, if they get you, like, here's some advice to my liberal brothers. Here's a little bit of advice for you, buddy. If you go to these things armed, a protest, you don't ever brandish your weapon unless you necessarily have to, especially not at an ICE agent, even if he's threatening your life. If you don't want to end up in the morgue, then I suggest you not even go. Don't even go. It's bad enough bringing a weapon. When all those dudes are armed and know how to shoot, you're going to lose. You will lose. Guaranteed. This guy wasn't trained in firearms. He was trained in an ICU unit. If somebody were to go shoot up a sheriff's station, they're going to get shot before they even walk in. Those guys are armed and know how to defend themselves. They're law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? So don't be stupid. And you won't get stupid prizes.
These are the results. We are also calling for a full and transparent investigation. We have done this before in Minnesota, coordinating with local and state and federal law enforcement.
She's so genius.
And
she's so
if they're
smart.
not going to do it, then they need to get out of the way and allow our very professional Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to conduct the investigation into these killings. And finally, we call on our Republican colleagues to stand with us. I know they know what's going on here.
Waking up at
because
5
it's
a.m.
happening in their own districts. We have, of course, these shootings.
Can't wait for it, actually.
But it is a lot more than that. They know
that
something's wrong when a Hmong elder is pulled out of a house in his underwear and slippers.
I will when I'm done.
And they figure out about an hour later they got the wrong guy. And in fact, the guy they were looking for is actually in jail. Or a 2-year-old, a case my office worked on, in addition to hundreds more, who's taken with her dad and then put on a plane to Texas when her mom is desperately.
Look, they're playing off of your emotions, bro. Trust me, I'm from SoCal, dude. I get the politics. I get it. We're brainwashed with politics down there, dude. We were. Well, now I'm awake, right? Listen to what she's saying. She's making you feel sorry and playing off your emotions. She thinks you're stupid. That is a communist tactic to think you're stupid. When somebody is very highly intelligent and smart and they want what's best for you, what will they do? They will continue to build up and build, not destruct like this filthy demon. She's a demon. Listen to what she's saying. She's playing off your emotions and fear. She wants you to be afraid. She wants you scared. And she's politically driven towards an ideology that doesn't mix with the United States Constitution. And so they want to change it. They don't care how they do it. If they got to get Islamists in here and take over communities, and as long as they're in power at the end of the day is all they care about. They don't care about white, black, blah, 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 anything. They care about power. And they're bummed that their power is being stripped from them and they have no chance right now. That's why they're bitching, moaning, and complaining about it. Listen, just continue to listen to the filth. Here's the demon talk. Listen.
Trying to get her. We got her back. But none of this should be happening. None of it. So we call on our Republican colleagues to join us because we have warned this administration. I have personally warned them that there would be more deaths, that more of this would happen. And clearly they're not listening. So we ask people around the country to talk to their Republican representatives to make clear that this is not the America that is ours. This has got to stop. And with that, I turn it over to my colleague, Senator Smith.
So look, here's one other thing too, is I'm going to analyze this. And if you guys disagree with me, please post it. We all want to just talk here. So as she sits there and tells you what she believes you need to hear, look, she's talking directly to the poor people, the disenfranchised, which there are a lot of them. Things like her, this filth, this elected official, she's not on anybody's side except hers and her party, which is communist. They created the problem, reaction, solution, the Hegelian dialectic. Look it up. Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. They brought all of these people in here. She helped. She's a criminal. And the guy in the back's a criminal too. And I bet you all these people in the back What crap have they done in their life? How much coke have you sniffed? How many people have you cheated on? How many times have you screwed somebody over, especially the taxpayer, your own citizens of your state? How rich are you? How rich have you gotten off the blood of everybody else's work? You criminal. You filth. You're a criminal. Yet nothing will happen. Exactly.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Why are these people walking the streets?
Federal agents beat and then shot multiple times and killed 37-year-old Alex Jeffrey Preddy, a U.S. citizen, a Minneapolis resident.
But they won't tell you he pulled a gun. Watch. Mark my words.
And a VA nurse. Eyewitness video shows once again reckless, violent, and dangerous federal agents taking the life of a Minnesotan. And rather than following standard law enforcement practice, which is focused on public safety and de-escalation, they have killed another person. And the Trump administration has already
I think you are too, bro.
called Alex Preddy a domestic terrorist.
Well done, Mr. Carpenter.
He was a
I like
nurse.
it.
We send our heartfelt condolences to his family and to his
Even though he had a gun and pulled it on an agent. See the tactics? Look at him.
Federal force, which
Criminal.
is operating with impunity in our city.
George Matheson, what
And
up?
you need to know, America, that if it can happen here, it can happen in your community too.
Communist.
So we gather here to say, first, I
White
want to say
people,
to the
dude.
president, you must stop Operation Metro Surge immediately.
It's always white
and
people.
Send these ICE agents home so our communities can be safe. Second, it is essential that
Eleanor's
trusted,
driver, send it to me.
impartial
Send it to my
investigators
email.
at the ACA are allowed to fully
Send it to my email. I want to see
what
it.
happened here today.
Or put a link in here and I'm going to
Third,
open it.
I urge my neighbors to express our grief and outrage at this killing.
I want to see it. Look, I'm all about evidence. If the evidence proves he was shot for no reason, then you know what? He was shot for no reason. I'll report it on here. We tell the truth here. Let's see it.
And finally, we must have our Republicans in Congress. They must join with us to condemn this violent and unfettered violent abuse of power and to stop it. And they can do that by refusing to fund this agency so long as it continues to kill and terrorize Americans. That is what Senator Klobuchar and I will be working on in the United States Senate. And I just want to close by thanking so much the local law enforcement and fire departments, not only here in Minneapolis, but all across the state that have been doing everything that they could, everything that you can to keep our cities safe. I once worked in City Hall, and I know what it's like. And
once
I'm
worked
so
in
grateful
City Hall.
for their relentless work to keep our communities safe. Representative McCollum.
Well, we have a saying in Congress that we agree and reflect in our remarks those that have spoken before us. So I'm going to take a slightly different tact. You know, today, this morning,
Listen.
Saturday,
Listen.
we lost another life. And it didn't have to be that way. To all the protesters who have been out there peacefully protesting, who have been harmed and injured, it shouldn't be happening to you either.
Communist. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Watch. I'm going to open this. Let's see if it plays. I'm not signed in on my... Oh, darn it. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, man. Let's see if this works. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Not going to work. I'm trying to find the video of the actual struggle.
But I want to take a second, as Senator Smith was, just to reflect on the community. St. Paul stands with you, Minneapolis. The East and West Metro, we're united. as well as all Minnesotans. My phones have been ringing off the hook from frustrated members of communities that are asking me to talk to their Republican members of Congress to do something about the escalation of chaos and violence that has been caused by the presence of the Department of Homeland Security. Representative Morrison and I, along with Representative Omar and Craig, had an opportunity to show with our votes on the House floor just this week how disappointed.
Look how angry and upset
this to listen.
Could you imagine being married to this thing?
Outraged.
Could you imagine being married to that and actually walking around your house going, "Why? What did I marry this thing for?" Like, look at this thing. Look at that thing. Here, let's get a good face.
Part of the bill that was on the floor was to provide more body cameras for ICE.
Look, you know she's a sociopath when she has that kind of haircut.
And they refuse to wear them. So, Secretary Noem, have your officers suit up and put on their body cameras, just like our law enforcement does. To our law enforcement here, we appreciate you, especially those of you who've been working the extra shifts. To the school boards, to the community service volunteers, everybody out there in this community, you make us so proud to represent you in the United States Congress. We hold our head up high. How Minnesota is reacting to this. We celebrate 200.
See, look, they're driving the people against the government. Look, I'm not pro-big government. I'm not pro-big government. But I am for law and order. What this thing is doing, this sociopath, she's creating a resistance between the government and the people. She's making the people believe that the government just killed this guy and that they are the savior and that the government is Nazis. Trump is a Nazi.
150 years of this United States of America. And I'll close with quoting.
I'm going to close with this.
He came out of the Constitutional Convention and he said, it's a republic if you can keep it. Well.
Oh, yeah, she's going to quote the Founding Fathers. Well, thanks. Right on. They murdered this man, he says. Can you prove it? I saw the video. There were too many people in it to see what happened. Okay, but more than likely, these guys, I saw how some of the agents pulled back with their gun because they were alarmed and shocked at what they saw. I think, personally, I might be wrong, he pulled a gun. Personally, that's what I believe. If it's wrong, then it's wrong, and I'll accept I was wrong. But if he did, it's not going to change anything anyway. They look at him as a hero. If he would have killed a couple guys in the government, he would have been a hero. They would have been talking about how ICE, it's their fault they got shot. That's how these people work. They gaslight you. No, I'm not. Don't insult me, bruh. I'm just telling you. Are you blind? Watch what happened. I did what? Put a link and I'll play it. I'm not hiding nothing here. I didn't kill him. The government is using Nazi tactics. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Dookie Zoe, send me the link and I will play it right on here. Send me the link. If you can't put it in here, then put it in a comment on another video and I'll check. Let me know when you do it. And I will play it on here. Show me. Don't lip service me. I want proof. Give me the evidence. That's all I'm going to say.
We're showing we want to keep it a republic with peaceful protesting.
I tried playing it on X and it wouldn't let me because I'm not signed in on my computer.
Take care of one another. And when
but I watched it on my phone.
Person out there trying to relieve one of our police officers, know that they're there to protect you. So
let's see it, Eleanor's driver. Let's see it.
Everyone out there trying to keep us safe. And with that,
please send it. I want to see it. Look,
my colleague.
I'm going to tell you this, man. If they straight up shot the dude with no cause, he was just resisting arrest, definitely not going to wind up good. Definitely their fault. And if that happened, I'm going to start to question what the hell these guys are actually doing. I'm not going with the flow. I just need evidence and proof. I need to see it. Show me. If we're wrong, we're wrong. And accountability is what I hold dear. You guys chill out. So, that being said, I can't wait to see it. Let's see it.
From the West Metro.
Oh, she's a genius. Oh, look at her.
Thank you, Representative
Oh, God, she's just a real treat. Could you, look, I'm married to her, too. Her husband's like, oh, man, she's home. Get the whiskey. I need whiskey.
After tens of thousands of Minnesotans showed the world how to stand up peacefully against this administration's cruelty, lawlessness, and unacceptable occupation.
But they knew they were bringing in the criminals. They knew they were bringing in criminals. They do nothing about the criminals in their state. They could have done this. If they wanted to keep them happy, they could have done it. They could have gotten the criminals off the street. Just saying. Why didn't they get the criminals off? You know why? Because, man, that's why, man. We just hanging out. We just hanging out doing our thing, man. Where we get rich and y'all get poor. Yeah, I should just roll around like this, huh? What's up, dog? Yeah, man. What's happening, bro? God, Lord help us. God, Lord. Let's not forget Jesus runs the house. Let's not forget that Jesus is everywhere. Let's not forget. Okay? Am I really wearing my hat? I am a jack. I am an official jack. Does this look better? Yeah, what's up, gangsta? Yeah, man. Look, this is a gangster. You want a real gangster? Look, this is a gangster. Listen to this filth.
And demand that ICE leave our state and end this federal invasion. The world is watching yet
Later, cram
again
sandwich.
as one of Donald Trump's federal agents have shot and killed another United States citizen in broad daylight in the middle of the street. First, we lost Renee Nicole Good, and now Alex Jeffrey.
She was
Preddy,
antagonizing and ran into a
37-year-old
cop,
man,
dude.
A Minnesotan.
They won't
an
tell you
ICU
what they
nurse,
did.
A resident looking out for his neighbors as Minnesotans always do. And I do want to pause.
Eleanor's
and
driver,
offer
did you
my
send the video or
deepest
what?
Sympathy and profound condolences to Mr. Preddy's family and friends. I am so
You send
sorry
it?
for your unimaginable
What's up?
loss.
Give me the evidence. I want the proof. I'm going to play it
We are
here.
once again now being asked to deny what we saw with our own eyes.
Come
We
on.
watched the
Let's
videos
pause
of
this
the-
for a sec. I want to read this comment. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Talk about the facts. We are all Americans here, and the guy killed was a Veterans Affairs ICU nurse with a permit to carry legally. Okay, but did he pull it out? Look, I want facts just like you do, bro. So don't give me this come on, man thing. Don't be like that. Bro, if you've got the evidence, send it to me. I want to see it. I'll give you my email. Send it to my email, and I'll play it on here. I'm entertaining you guys unless you want me to go search for it. If you got it, send it. But if not, then I'm going to believe what I believe at the moment, and if it changes later, it changes.
Masked federal agent shooting Alex in the back multiple times while he was pinned down by more than 6 other masked federal agents. And once again, DHS has come out with a predetermined narrative that contradicts everything we saw with our own eyes. 2 37-year-old Minnesotans are now dead, a poet and a nurse. For what? We cannot lose any more lives. We need a full, transparent, and comprehensive investigation led by our BCA. And ICE and Border Patrol need to halt all operations in the state and leave immediately.
And Congress cannot be complicit in facilitating these lethal operations. And
okay, let's try to find it. Okay, you guys in here? Okay, let's see. Let's see if these guys play it. Watch. Okay.
To that, we have now confirmed that the man who was shot was ICU nurse Alex Preddy, and that is confirmed by his parents. And to his parents,
Oh, these
was an
dorks.
ICU nurse. We don't know where he.
Chris Rapsky joining us
See if
now to
these
talk a
guys
little
will
bit
play
more
it.
about the video. We have been also requesting
Let's see. Come on.
Like, this is authenticated and we're able to air it right now.
Okay, watch
We're gonna pause
closely.
it right before the shot of this man going limp, but we're going to watch it several times here and show you exactly what we're seeing on this video. This video starts
Yeah.
with
You can't tell.
federal agents trying to detain a man who's in like a khaki-colored sort of jacket and pants. The man can be seen when we re-rack this, you'll see it. The man can be seen on his knees on the ground with two agents on top of him trying to detain him. It's unclear if these agents know this man is armed. It's unclear if the man threatened them in any way. We don't know any of that.
Yeah, you can't
what
tell.
I can tell you is that these agents are aggressively on top of this man. And a third, what appears to be an agent, with a tan-colored coat and jeans.
Yeah, you just can't
We're gonna
see
keep
it.
watching this. Walks over to the scene. Watch this guy with the coat on here. He has nothing, it doesn't appear he has anything in his hand until he reaches down and tries to help detain this guy. There are clear, more zoomed in videos where I can tell you that right here, that person walks away with a gun in his right hand, which would be on the left side of the screen. That person in that tan jacket spins away with a gun in his right hand with closer imaging that you can see. Is it the man on the ground's gun? Unclear. We don't know whose it is. But it is at that point when it freezes is when we hear the gunshot. Okay? And we don't know where, right here.
I don't see
We
anything.
know there's a gun in the hand of that man right there.
Where?
Again, is it the person on the ground's gun? Unclear. Is it an agent's gun? Unclear. But this moment right here is
can't
when
tell,
a shot is
dude.
fired. The person shooting.
You just can't tell. They ripped the gun from his waistband. You can't see it. How do you know? What do you mean, I see it? What does that mean? I'll play it again. Show me where.
Person walks away with a gun in his right hand, which would be on the left side of the screen. That person
Where?
in that tan jacket spins away with a gun in his right hand with closer imaging that you can see.
I don't
Is it
see
the
it.
man on the ground's gun? Unclear. We don't know whose it is. But it is at that point when it freezes is when we hear the gunshot. Okay? And we don't know where.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on.
Right here.
Okay. Are you guys talking about this frame right here? Because this is him turning around. Okay, I have him turned around. So look, that's the right hand. I mean, I don't see anything. I mean, it could be a cargo pocket. I just can't. I mean, does everybody see it but me? Or what? How do you zoom in? Is there a way you can zoom in here? Okay, what are you guys saying? Okay, so is this it? Are you telling me that there's a gun in this guy's hand? Because I don't see anything. There's no gun in his hand, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it. No, it's part of his cargo pocket, bro. It's a shadow, dude. It's not a gun. I know what the hell a gun is, dude. He's not going to be ripping the gun off of a guy when there's other cameras around. There's body cams. It's not going to happen, dude. I don't buy that one. I don't buy it. Dookie Zoe, whatever's real is real, man. I don't know, dude. I'm just here cruising along like you guys are, bro. So let's watch. Okay, different angle. Let's see it.
You're at Glanville Donuts in the streets and had a cell phone out recording, but then we're not sure what led.
Okay, lady, let's get to it. Where the hell's the? Okay, here we go. Let's see it from another angle. Okay, push someone down. Okay, so that's him. Okay, so that's him. Okay. Uh-oh, it started an altercation. Come on, get out of the way, fatty. I need to see this. Oh, he's got a gun. Oh, he does have a gun. Look. So, bro. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, I want to.
There. It's difficult to see what happens right in this second here, but we do see that the agent comes back with the firearm in his hand. That firearm matches the. Yeah,
that matches it. I saw it. That's it. That's the gun.
By DHS saying that it was Mr. Pretty's firearm, and then that's when you hear the shots fired.
Do you know it's been often
okay? Well, then let's.
That,
I need to hear it. Stop talking.
The fear a police officer or an agent needs to fear for his life or the lives of his coworkers, the people with him.
Oh, wait.
What is the threshold? I don't know if you know that answer. What is the threshold, or where that's reasonable?
So it's reasonable.
Let's go. What happened here?
And that's when you hear the shots fired.
Do you know it's been often said that?
I don't want to get. Shit. Man. Okay, let's see. He's not too. Now, was that his girl? He's like, get off my woman? Oh, so that's a girl. Okay, so is the guy who got shot defending the woman? And then he gets in trouble with these guys? It looks like they pulled it from his. It looks like they pulled it. Man. I don't know, bro. You can't see it. There's no way to see it, dude.
Federal occupation of our cities.
I still can't tell.
We are standing here as a united front
What's
today,
up, Chase?
pleading for a
I don't know, man. I saw some different. I just saw that was different, and then I don't know, man. God, we need more information. We need more info. That's what it is. We need more information. God, we need more information, man. How can I get this? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go back one. Be patient with me, guys. I want to get down to this. We've seen that one. Okay, all right. Yeah, the video, that was nuts. Okay, here we go. This might be a different angle. Let's see it. Same footage. Okay, look. Got it. Got it. The shot was fired after the gun was ripped out, and he's holding the dude's gun. Shh. Oh, man. That was the guy's gun. I saw it. I saw it. Watch it again. Watch. All right, watch. I don't know, Max. What? What the F? I don't know, man. What? I'm just looking at the video, commenting. Look. Here, let's see it again. Please, no, not what happened. Okay. Let's see it. Okay, see? Look, the gun was taken away after the shot. Or before the shot. And then they shot him more.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? No! Get back! No! Get back! Oh my God! You are so evil! What? Shut up! What? Shut up, Caleb. Stop. Stop talking. They have just shot a man. They shot that guy. I know. Oh they have shot a man. They have shot a legal observer.
As far as it stands, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Let's wait a couple days, see what happens. Let's wait and see what happens. But it didn't look good. That didn't look good. Yeah, good idea. I'm going to download it. Okay, downloaded. Let's hope they don't take it down. It might have been a mistake too, man. Look, this is why I'm not blaming this. I don't know. I don't have that. I'm not God. I wasn't there. I don't know. If you're there agitating and being stupid, I get it. But it didn't look like, from what I saw, it didn't look like he was agitating anybody. It looks like there was a minor altercation, and that turned into an elevated situation very quickly. You know, you just don't go to these things. Don't go to these things. Even if it was an innocent shooting, I mean, if he got shot for no reason, it's on the cops. And, you know, I don't know, dude. Just don't go to these things, man. You know, look, the officers that work in these areas, they're so highly stressed. I mean, and they might hate people. I don't know. They might hate all these other people. You know, I don't know. And they're probably sick and tired of people like this. I don't know the guy. I don't know what was going on before. It's hard to tell. And we'll hopefully in the days to come that we'll see what really happened. We need that body cam footage to get released, and this one's not going to be swept under the rug. It's not going to be swept under.
Call 911. Call 911.
They just shot somebody.
Call 911.
I'm calling 911.
Dang.
Come here. I know. Let's go.
Bro, if this happens again, Max, I'll tell you this, dude. I'll tell you this. If this keeps going on, you're going to see problem, reaction, solution in real time. You're going to see escalation between civilians and LEO. And it's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. But it looks like to me he didn't really look like... they could have just left it alone. But we didn't see what happened before then. Like, where's all that other footage? Is there footage? Body cam footage? Where is it?
We keep each other safe now. Okay, let's...
I want to see what happened fully again. Let's watch it. Oh, so he's pushing the observer, or he's claiming to be an observer. I don't know. Bro, that looked like murder in the street, dude. I don't know, man. I'm not a professional. I don't know. But this is bad. I agree with Max. This is pretty bad. Now that we have some evidence here, it doesn't look good for ICE. It doesn't look good. That was gnarly. Look, I've seen shootings. I've seen things happen. And, they even followed it up with like 6 shots. I saw the cop backing away and he was like, bam, 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 bam. The guy was already on the ground, not moving. So, execution. The multiple shots you heard, the 5, 6 shots, came from the cop backing up. Here's where it is. Watch. Right here. Watch. See the guy? He's right here. This is the guy. His arms reaching out like this. He followed up rounds and killed the guy. Well, I finished him off. Bro, that don't look good. Sorry, that just don't look good. That doesn't look good.
What in the what is wrong with you?
Dang, man. Well, there it is. I downloaded it, and so we have it. Let's refresh this and see where we're
It's
at.
very possible this thing, despite the temperatures, could last late into the night.
You're right, and so let's be realistic in the manner in which what we're seeing here and what we've seen.
Okay, so Tina, none of us can really make a conclusion yet. We're going to hold off because look, later always more stuff comes out, right? Does it look good right now? No. It looks absolutely terrible. So until we find out more, we just don't know more. But like I said, I'm not playing either side, dude. Whatever happened, happened. It's not going to look good if they just killed this guy. It's not going to look good, okay? It's making the left more angry against the right. I'll tell you what, this one will not end well. But, Tina M., I don't believe that. He was a civilian, a citizen. He was legal. No, they didn't take his gun and shoot him. They took his gun and then shot him. That's what the evidence looks like. That's terrible, though. Yeah, the gun got recovered. We showed it. We showed the guy taking the gun, the cop taking the gun from him, and it was the gun that they reported as being his gun. The guy who got shot. You saw him take the gun, and then you see the shots being fired. I played it. If you want me to play it, I'll play it again.
All day long. The majority of the people out there are really just, they're marching, they're protesting, and they're working with law enforcement.
Yeah, I know
They're
he did
peaceful.
deploy him.
But then you're going to have that small 5 to 10%. They are ready for conflict. They're
This thing's
for
ready to
agitation, and
ignite.
they're ready for an extremely violent incident. And we've seen in years past, and we saw this after, many, many global protests. And I'm not talking just America, around the world. When these anarchists and others are brought in, bussed in, their main goal is disruption. And now they have time this weekend to have disruption activities. Let's hope that's not the case. Minneapolis is struggling. These great residents and the good people that are just out there to try to voice and support, they don't want problems. They don't want violence. And they just want to do their part in being, protesting citizens. And they work well with us in law enforcement. But this small group of outsiders can raise some significant concerns.
I can't help but notice we have a car fire. Skyfox has just panned over to this. Unclear if this is related to the protest activity. This could just be a simple traffic incident. We won't come to any conclusions, but it does appear Skyfox happening to be above a car fire at the same time that we're seeing this massive demonstration in Minneapolis. Jeffrey, let's discuss a little bit of what Chief O'Hara said earlier.
Hey, honey, I just ordered another pizza.
He said he plans to maintain order in the
I have
city.
a headache,
He says
baby.
they're
My
focusing
head's
on de-escalation.
I'm tired and
for the
I'm
rest of the
cranking.
night. He says the situation, at least when he was giving the update, and from everything that we can tell, he says the situation is peaceful right now. And the state did...
Hey, Tina, look, it don't matter what I think. What matters is the facts, okay? Do you want me to play for you what I just played? Did you see it? I'll show it to you right now. If you want to see it, let's play it. And look, I've been around firearms enough. I've trained a lot of years of my life tactically. I know a thing or two about having to shoot somebody and when to not shoot somebody. This doesn't look good. Either way you slice and dice it, it doesn't matter. That side's going to believe you did it on purpose and nothing's going to change their mind. So what does it matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yeah, they did jump back. I saw that. So that's why I'm saying we need body cam footage. No one knows. Yeah, there must have been a reason why the guy started shooting. Exactly. And we don't have enough info yet. Okay, let's play it, and I'll stop it when we need to. Okay. Here we go. Here's the struggle. Okay, so look, here's his arm. Here's his right arm. He's got like a bag or something. Okay, he's holding something. Here's his head. Okay, here's his right hand. Right hand is, okay. They're pulling his right hand back. So his hands, okay, look. His hands, here, I got to get on here. His hands were like this. Just right now. Just right now. Okay, you can't see. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so one shot just went off. Okay, there's the second shot. This guy's getting up right here. His hand is on the ground. There's the guy carrying the gun. See, look, this dude's in the way. This dude's in the way. This guy's foot is partially in the way. Okay, so that's it. So that's it for that. Yeah, I don't know, Eleanor's driver. I don't know, bro. That don't look good, though. And they followed it up. They followed it up with some rounds. Yeah. Dookie Zoe, that's what I saw, man. I mean, and I'm not a professional, though, dude. I'm just giving you my analysis of it. And I'm slowly just doing this. Let's do it again. I mean, maybe we'll see something we didn't see before. The shots did begin while they were around him. You're right. There was one or two shots, and then the officer backs up. This guy right here followed it up with like 5 or 6 shots. We're going to play it. Okay, so a cop pushes him. For some reason, no one knows. Okay, so look, he's mounted his back. Here's his right elbow. They have control of him. Here's his right arm. I don't know where his left is.
Police brutality!
Well, I saw his left. It wasn't doing anything.
They are hitting that observer! They are kicking them in the face!
No, I saw his right. I saw his right and left. You can see him. I saw his right and left. You just can't. Yeah, dude, you just can't. You can't tell, man. Okay. Stand by. Dang, dude. Yeah, dude, Max, I saw it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe he did pull a gun, bro. I don't know, but that guy ran away with his gun, the gun that got reported that he had. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to leave it. I don't know. Since the incident earlier, another agent had his fingertip bitten off by a crazy loon. Have the officials in the state got these people under control, it would not have escalated. You know, I mean, look, there's responsibility on both sides. You know, no one should be at these things in the first place, dude. Just back off and let them do their job. They're going to do it anyway. And whether you like it or not, they are following federal law. That's just the law. You're here illegally and they're going after criminals and you're trying to stop them. You're putting yourself in a vulnerable spot, dude. Master obscurity. What are you talking about, dude? I mean, speak intelligently, man. No, everybody just thinks you're insulting them. Yeah, I mean, he might have tried to take the officer's weapon. See, we're not going to know until they give us footage. Yeah, I know that. That's what makes America different. And you know what? Other countries have the right to protest too. So they're different as well. Other countries around the world protest. Even Muslim countries, they protest. So what's your point? We know that. When you're ignorant, everything sounds like an insult. Here we go. Here we go. We got one. There's always got to be that one. Bro, say something nice. Be cool and say something cool. We build each other up here. And just right now, we're going over some stuff that's kind of important. But on this channel, we build up men. We help each other. If you're not going to be a part of it, you can bail. Officer saw a pistol not recognized as a service weapon and reacted. Possibly. Everything's on the table right now, man. Yeah, but it looks like the left is going to destroy everything. Probably. I mean, they just might, dude. Think of all the other agitators that are going to come out tonight. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into a full-blown crisis. Yeah, Max, I just got that. Dude, I hate to say it, man, but I think that, man, we're on the cusp of something pretty big, you guys. We're on the cusp of something pretty big. Yeah, they're going to torch the city. If they don't torch the city, then we just might get out of this one. Lack of de-escalation skills, policing skills, and people skills. They're just fulfilling their, I don't know. It's easy to say that type of stuff, but we don't really know in the end. You know, they just might have a lot of experienced guys. And you know what? The problem with stopping these guys from doing their job is that the ICE guys and the DHS guys, they're learning to hate Americans. They just are. And so, and I'm not taking sides here. I'm trying to be the officer on the ground. They're probably sick and tired of people antagonizing them and pissing them off. They probably boil up. They get to a boiling point where it's just boom, dude. They just go. That's pretty bad, dude. I mean,
Somebody call the ambulance. Somebody call the ambulance. Somebody needs to call the ambulance.
not good.
Somebody call 911.
Not good.
I can't believe they just did that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Just, hey, come on. Come on. Oh my God, you fucking people, man. You're fucking killing us. Why would you do that?
Wow. Wow. I don't know, guys. It don't look good. I just watched the video. It doesn't look good. Either way you slice and dice it, it doesn't look good. It doesn't. More than likely, this guy got shot from boiling over tempers. You know, hopefully he was a Christian and now he's with Jesus. Hopefully he's a Christian. Hopefully he's with Jesus. Let's pray for the guy, man. You know, let's see what the right media is saying and what the left media is saying. Let's go to the Drudge Report because they're disgusting. So let's do this. Let's see what's on the Drudge Report. Okay. War zone. Police chief defies feds as agents block local cops. Uh-oh. Here's what they're reporting. Murderers. Warn at graphic video. Tensions escalate in Minneapolis. Updates. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what the left. So this is the Drudge Report. It's far left. Okay. So just take everything with a grain of salt. It is what it is. I'm just giving you news. I'm not taking sides. Police chief defies feds as agents block. Okay, let's see here. Federal agents attempted to demand the city's police officers stay away after gunshots rang out. The video, apparently shot by a witness, shows Immigration and Customs Enforcement wrestling a man to the ground. One officer appears to strike the person with what looks like a firearm before several shots are heard. Yeah, okay. So let's go back. I played that video. So let's do this. We'll go to Breitbart and see what they're reporting. Okay, chaos erupts in Minneapolis after Border Patrol shooting as crowds clash with federal agents. See, the right and the left both report things, and you don't know what's right. See, DHS, deceased man armed, wanted to massacre law enforcement. Well, especially don't carry a firearm down in where ICE agents are at. What are you doing? You shouldn't be. Go home. Go home, dude. Go home. Okay, let's see this. Cookies, whatever. Why do you need to pop up? Okay, let's. There he is. That's him right here in the middle.
Go.
So that's him.
What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck, people? The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
Oh, shit.
The fuck did you just do? What the fuck did you just do?
I don't see. Hold on. I heard him yell gun. Let's do it again. Well, it's hard to make out. It's hard to make out, dude. It's hard to make out. Wouldn't be a problem if he was at home. Exactly. What are you doing? Like, look, he's still in the street filming like all these other morons. What do you you're in a zone you don't need to be in. Okay, activist. Everybody's got a gun. Do you think one isn't going to go off at some point? If everybody's got a gun, tensions are high. What do you think is going to happen, man? This is the type of stuff that pisses me off. You know, you're going down there with a gun. Other people are armed. There's federal agents all over the place. They're pissed off. Just don't be stupid, dude. You know, it pisses me off when these people are like, oh, you know. I would never go to something like this ever armed. I wouldn't go there anyways. I'm at home. I got a fire to start. I got a pizza to eat. Bro, I am not going anywhere near there. Yeah, it looked like he was picking her up. I think they were just trying to arrest him. I don't think they were trying to beat him up. They were just trying to arrest him. But it doesn't look like he was resisting too much. It kind of looked like he went into fetal. You know, he went into fetal and his knees were up by his chest. Yeah, I don't know, man. We just weren't there, dude. We just need to see more. We need more evidence. Okay, so that was a different view. It looks like we've seen them all. Let's see this one. Yep, that's the one I saw the cop carry away before the shot. It's a nice gun. It's a nice gun. It's definitely a civilian gun. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. It doesn't look good, though. Let's see what's going on live.
That's going to happen tonight, and that is organized by MPD, the chief announcing that earlier this evening, and they are getting some help from the National Guard. The sheriff's office also called for the Guard to help with the whip.
Jay Lee, I agree with that. It doesn't give them the right.
There, because it had been the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office that had been responding to problems.
I agree with that. After getting pepper sprayed, he was walking away. He wasn't walking away. I think he was trying to help somebody. I think his girlfriend handed him her gun in the beginning, so he had two guns. Possibly. Man, I wish we had more footage. I really want to know the truth.
But also some of the protesters out there I've seen have those vests on as well. Here's something that Councilmember Latricia Vitaw pointed out. She said that calls to the Minneapolis Police Department will be answered by the following police departments, and she says it's going to be New Hope, Rogers, Brooklyn Park, Robbinsdale, and Crystal Police that are going to be responding to 911 calls happening in the city as MPD kind of deals with this sort of chaos crisis we have going on with regards to the shooting and the aftermath of the shooting, there and around 26th and Nicollet. So several agencies helping out tonight.
Yeah, earlier today, I think that has been the stress too. If you think about over the last couple of weeks, not just tonight, but the last couple of weeks when we've heard MPD talk about 911 calls and an increase in 911 calls when we have seen interactions between ICE agents and some of the people on the ground.
So resisting arrest warrants a death penalty? Incorrect. No, that's not.
Things around and address it accordingly.
Right, and I think we have a ground shot right now. Is that Whittier? Yeah, that's Whittier Park, and there's been kind of a gathering there for some time and a growing crowd. It's about a half block from where the shooting happened, so it seems like some of those who wanted to gather and remember the victim in this case are gathering there at Whittier. And, there's we saw earlier, there's some signs and things, recognizing that it was Alex Preddy who was killed this morning.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from this particular, you just see a lot of people just kind of walking in and out of the frame there, but what we did have.
I don't know how this one's going to go over, guys.
Large crowd there at Whittier Park. So assuming, them voicing their concerns once again, as you mentioned, the signs, the chanting, we've heard that kind of time and time again.
Yeah. I think it's important to note since this morning when the tear gas was deployed and the chemical irritants and that kind of thing, we haven't really seen anything like that since then. It has been a relatively peaceful, busy, but peaceful day throughout the day with regards to those who have come out to kind of protest their opposition to ICE being there.
Shut up. Yeah, I think either way you go with this, it's not good. Yeah, who knows what this is? I don't even know what's going on here. What is that? Here, let's go back here. Home. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think that's kind of about it. As soon as something else goes down, I might go live later. I'm not sure. So I'll let you guys know probably about a half hour beforehand. But here, look, everybody kind of agrees that we've really turned a corner in this country. So it's really a good idea to... IDF is training and operating with ICE. They're being trained. Show me evidence. Show me proof. Don't just say it. Show me proof. Show me evidence of IDF training in ICE, whatever. Show me the evidence. Do you have it or not? I'm waiting for it. If something goes down, if something happens later, I'll get on and we'll go over it. But I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm smoked. But I'll let you guys know. Listen, guys, we live a life of preparedness, right? Financially, we're headed into a lot of trouble. It doesn't look good for our dollar. Our dollar's tanking. Silver is up over $103 an ounce. Gold is nearly at $5,000. So what we're seeing is societal breakdown. We're seeing things happen on a scale. At one point, it's going to go really quick. So always stay prepared. Always be on the up and up with your preps. Keep those firearms loaded. Just be ready all the time. And you know what? I have all my mags that I'm going to be maybe using. You know, just like I'm saying, stay prepared how you need to stay prepared. I'm different than you guys, but you guys do what you need to do. When we hit that wall, you're going to know it, and you don't want to get punched by Mike Tyson. You want to just accept it when it happens and just be like, okay, here we are. We knew this was coming. Not time to panic, not time to freak out. You know what's coming. So just pray, stay prepared, pray to Jesus. I hope you guys are going to church tomorrow. I'm sure churches will be kind of interesting tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to be bringing this up. I don't know about my church. We don't really get into politics too much or anything like that. Actually, ever. It's the divine liturgy, and that's it. So hopefully we can just go to church and not even hear about this stuff, but I'm sure churches are going to be talking about it. But anyways, God be with all you guys. I will keep you guys updated as to what I'm going to be doing later. If things start popping off, I'll go live. All right? You guys take care of yourself. I'm out of here. See ya. Yeah, let the dust settle and we'll see clear later. Exactly. Everybody's panicking. Everybody's like, what happened? What happened? Wait for the dust to settle. He's absolutely right. And if it is what it is, and we'll play it on here and show everybody. Okay? All right. Yeah, God bless you, Spencer. I'm out of here. Later, guys.